Hello, welcome to Scalcast Building Designer. Today we're just going to quickly look at getting started with Tinkercad a little bit more in depth and getting your files onto your board. So go to Tinkercad, click the sign in button here, type in your username and password, which you can set up a free account and everything's kept online. Click the sign in button, and as soon as you do so you'll be sort of faced with your profile. Okay. I've got a couple of projects already here, but pretty much that'll be empty. So I guess the first thing to do is to create a new project, because you probably won't have any. So click on Create Project down this left hand side, click Add Description, and I suggest that you may want to say something like my master parts, and save the changes. Okay, so you're now in My Master Parts. It's appeared here in your projects. There's no projects, no files inside there at the minute. Then click on Create New Design, and you've got an empty grid with a horrible name, which we've covered on one of the other videos. First thing I'm going to do is give this a useful name. So in this particular case, I'm going to click on Design and Properties, and just overtype the name that it's given it. So I'm going to call this Linka R1, because I'm going to pull in the roof pieces from the R1 set, as it were, and click Save Changes. Okay, and you can see it's called Linka R1. We're in design mode, etc, etc. The next thing you want to do is, if you've already got the casts and the pieces, which you'll have saved somewhere on your computer, on the download from the email that's sent to you, you click on the links, download the files, it'll ask you where you want to save them somewhere where you can obviously get to them at any point in the future. Click on the import button, click on choose file, and navigate yourself around to wherever you've stored the downloads. So you do these one at a time, unfortunately. So here I've got the SCBD, so Scalcast Building Designer Linka R1 Part 13. From the website you can see the Part 13, what that relates to. Click Open, and then just go ahead and click Import, and that'll bring the part onto this area for you, and just move it out of the way. Click Choose File again. We now want the next part, and click Import, and move the file out of the way. Choose the file, and just work your way through all of these. So I'll do this fairly quickly so not to bore you. So that's the left and the right part of the roofs. Choose file, part 15. This will be the main section. Doesn't really matter where you put them. 15A, just a smaller section. And part 22, and import. Okay, we've just seen this little pop up here. It says please import again in a few seconds, because it's limited to 5 a minute. Yeah, that's just because I imported them really quickly, so that'll just let me click the import button shortly and bring the other one on. And then you can just lay them out however you want to have them, either in the same way as the moulds laid out, or just however you feel is appropriate for yourself. And really all you're going to do is just save this file when you've done. Try that import again. There we go. It's that little part there. So that's all the parts on the R1. Okay, on the R1 there's more than one of these, but that's okay, because we can press the Control and D, duplicate, and just recreate that. Anyway, so they're the parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that go up to make all the parts that would normally be cast from the mould. So you can duplicate them if you want. You may also click on a part and delete it. You can always import it again if you want to. You can also slide around all those parts. This is what I do. Press Control and duplicate. Just grab, move it over to the left hand side and spin it upside down, Now you've got an easy reference to the part numbers here, so what those parts correlate to. And pretty much you've got exactly what you want now. You've saved that into its own file. Click design and close. That's created you a project down here. The image will appear after a little while. It tends to do that, but it says Linka R1 scale cast blah blah blah, and it's in the My Master Parts. And then you could create a new design and go on insert all your casted parts into the relative sections, which is nice way to organise them. Okay, so let's just say we then wanted to go ahead and start doing some building, and we've got all our parts on here. Okay, I generally create a project, and I might just call that project my new house, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is you're building. So, or you could just say projects, my projects. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's put my own builds, be a bit generic here. Save that, there's nothing in there. Create a new design and go to design, properties, and whatever you're going to build. So this one might be my new house, and save changes, and it'll just change that name there to my new house. Okay, now you can, if you want, go and choose file and import the parts again. Yeah, but you might get fed up of doing that. I personally do. So the way I generally do it is I just close that, and I go to my master parts project there, and I open whichever mold set of casts I want. So I generally click on Tinker this. It brings them up. I know I'm going to want a copy of all the pieces, so highlight it. Press Ctrl and C, which will copy it into the clipboard. Click design and close. Go to your new building, which is my own builds, my new house, Tinker this. Click anywhere on the grid and press Ctrl and V. That's Ctrl and V, which will just paste all those parts onto there. Yeah, and you've got them to build with, and sort of slide them to wherever you want them, so you've got some building space. Now you could go ahead and you can click close that, and then go and get another set of parts and just keep putting them on there. So that's what I tend to do, decide all the parts that I want. And sometimes I'm building and I need I think, oh, I need this stuff from the B2 or B3 or S1 or whatever it may be. So part way through your build you can go and pick that part up. And that's pretty much how you get the parts onto your design grid. And again, as I said, you can click choose file and just go and import them from wherever you've stored them as many times as you like, or you can copy and paste them as many times as you like from your other projects, which makes building really quick as we move forward. A couple of other little tips just to really give you a few pointers to watch out. Sometimes you click on one of these and you're quite a way away from it, and you come to drag it and you accidentally grab the corner and you go, oh, I've sized the piece and I've made it the wrong size. You can just click the undo and that'll take it back. Okay, sometimes you accidentally pick this middle button up and go, oh, I've made it long and it's horrible, and you can click undo. And if you really mess it up halfway through your building and you're a bit worried about it, and you've made it sort of, you know, this big, etc., just click on it, press the delete key, and then choose file and import it, or copy and paste it in the same way as that we just did. And you can undo as many different things as you want whilst ever you're in build mode until you actually click design and close. So if I click undo and undo again, that's everything back to where it was. So that's just remember, you can keep undoing and redoing things, and just be steady about the order in which you do those. So we all do it a little bit. We're a little bit zoomed out here. We've picked that piece up. We accidentally just grabbed that, and we go, oh, didn't mean to do that. Click undo, and it's back to normal. Click the part again, and drag it away. and do whatever it is that you're building. And that concludes this video. The next video I'm going to be doing is really going to be putting the roof together, and that's one of the reasons I use the roof here on that manse building that we did. There's already a video on building the manse, and I did say I'd cover the video for doing the roof. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, you can contact me online as normal, and there'll be plenty more tutorials coming on shortly. Okay, thank you, bye.